Was like the perfect introduction music. Look at that. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, whatever time it is, wherever you may be. I hope everybody is doing well today. Today is Casual Friday for the first time in a long time. We haven't had Casual Friday in a while. And it's the first week of October. It's the first Friday of October. So we're actually going to play a game that's on kind of on the spooky side today, I guess, or at least within the realm. All right. Today, we're playing Kid Dracula, which I have never heard of nor seen. It was suggested to me by our buddy Mega Exorb. It's a little bad. I did use the Halloween sort of color palette. What nice music. Oh, is that it? Is that the whole? That's the intro. I was liking that music, and then it just went away. And then it's just tutorial stuff. GG. So I don't know this game. I don't know if any of you are familiar with this game. There's an NES version and a Game Boy version. We're playing the Game Boy version, obviously, which is a remake / sequel, according to Wikipedia, of the NES game. The plot for the NES games is the self-proclaimed demon king, Kid Dracula, has awoken from a long sleep, only to discover that the demon Galamoth has challenged him. Swiping his father's cape, it is up to Kid Dracula to set out on an adventure to destroy the monster and retake his throne. After battling through dangers and demons, Kid Dracula defeats Galamoth. This causes him to become famous throughout the land, with all the monsters in Transylvania showing up at his castle, wanting to be his friend. It is considered a parody of the Castlevania series. That's what Wikipedia says anyway. So that's all I know. I guess we're gonna try it out and see what happens here. Hopefully everything works. Started doing retro achievements for retro games. It's been neat. Yeah, a few people have asked me to do that. I don't know if I'm going to or not. This band is driving me crazy. All right. Master, that Garamoth. He's... Where's Garamoth? Look at his little face. I thought I got rid of him. Oh well, never mind. This time, I'll thrash him. For good. But Master, this time he's much stronger. Oh no, he's stronger. I never even played the first one. Than he ever was. I like how he's a little D in the top of his cloak. You'd better watch out and prepare well for battle. You've memorized all the magic spells, right? No! I've never played this before! Yeah, the magic spells. Right. The only one I remember is that. Okay. Turn into a bat and go anywhere. How? Watch the time, though. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, but how do you turn into a bat? You've forgotten all of the other spells of Master? What's up, Meaty Spag? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Well, I'm sure I'll I'll remember them when the time comes. What a good for nothing. If you get them wrong, you might want to join Garamoth. Hehe. But how do I turn into a bat? You didn't actually explain how I turn into a bat. Okay, I have control now. I can... Oh look, I like emote at the bottom. Oh look, I'm Mega Man! I'm Mega Man! This is just Mega Man! This is the best game ever! I'm just gonna be so good at this. Dracula before he realized the man was a miserable pile of secrets. Look at the, like, the emotion in the bottom. How do I turn into a bat? There's only so many controls on the Game Boy. Oh. The normal, I'm assuming Nor, and bat. And then do I just... How do I bat? There's not that many... That's just pause. Alright, well I don't know how to turn into a bat. What? I don't know. It didn't exactly tell me. Alright, so I guess we're ready to go. Don't think I can yet, okay. Yeah, I pressed select, which I can see it turned from normal to bat, but then, like, none of my controls actually turn me into a bat. Mushroom, thank you for the lurk. Oh well. Oh, that guy's gone. Look, this is just Mega Man. This is Metal Man. We're in Metal Jail. Oh, do I win? Oh, how cute. Let me go this way. Oh, this is so cute. Wait for the night. Oh, it's Super Mario Land 2. Look at this. Dude, the Game Boy's so good. This is literally Mega Man mixed with, like, Super Mario Land 2. Ooh, a heart piece. Oh, where'd you come from? Alright, let's ignore that. I don't know if that gives me, like, extra health or it's a refill on health. Oh no, I'm down to 2 health. What is this? I got, like, a record. Frankenstein? Oh god. Got another record or coin. Have I seen the AOF music video? No, I did see that you posted it, but I haven't watched it yet. There's a few things I need to check out on the music channel still. Is that like a full... Ooh! Health restored, let's go. No, I still have to watch it, TKG. Thank you for posting it, though. No! You're too strong. This music sounds a bit familiar. to make that jump. What? So I do need to turn into a bat, I guess. How do I turn into a bat? Okay, this is not good because I think. Oh, there we go. Oh, a bat. Wow. Okay. I think I had to hold in the attack button to do that. What is this? Can I jump on that? I can't tell if that's interactive or not. Oh, it is. Ah! What? I disagree. How many lives do I have? This is not easy. Not very fast. There we go. Gaming. The moon's asleep. Boss fight. Oh god, it's a ghost. Turn! It's not turning! I can't turn! There we go. Oh shoot, I'm dead. I'm dead. What's up, Wookie? Thanks for the good luck. Hope you're doing well. Have you played this before? Where do I start from? Oh no! I start from the very beginning. Okay, well, at least I know what I'm doing now. Look, I'm speedrunning. The Japanese version of this game, the ghost had an interesting symbol on its head. Removed it in the American version. Oh gosh. That doesn't sound good at all. You see this? You see the symbol on Wolfenstein 3D. Kind of had what I had a feeling. That's not good. I don't know what these little like records do. Japanese version of Bionic Commando. Kid Dracula's got some real speed. Final boss is resurrected. That guy, mustache and all. Ugh. No bueno. Wait. No! No! I don't understand the bat. I don't understand how you turn into a bat. So confusing. Normal. I thought I understood it. Apparently I do not. Good news is, he may get a bazooka to the head. There's the spoilers for a 36-year-old game. Never even heard of it. Not like he's your buddy, you blow him up. Alright, how do I turn into a bat here? Okay. I only, like, somewhat understand it. Which is not good. It definitely wasn't clear, I'll say that much. No! It's not what I did. Free help. Look, I know what I'm doing now. I'm like speed running. An absolute gamer. Alright, now I gotta take on the ghost, right? God, avoiding that's not as easy as it was. What is this? What is this attack? Oh, you're crying? Oh, I won? Oh, God! I didn't win. It is not easy to avoid those things. He's very floaty. Oh! Did I win? No! How many of there are you? What do you mean? Oh, what is that? Oh, he just dies on his own. You don't even. Oh, this game is cute. You did it. Thanks, Retro. Huh? That was you who betrayed me and went over to Garamoth's side, wasn't it? Bat. That was... Oh, I'm sorry, Master. Can you ever forgive me? One cannot easily forgive a traitor, Bat. But I'm always honest to you, Master. Well, you literally just betrayed me, so no, you're not. It just happened. This seems like an abusive relationship. I have no time to play around. I'm a busy person. I defeated racism. What's up, Emmy? Master, are you about to go after Garamoth now? If so, will you please take me? Oh, I can advance the text. Anyone who goes over to his side this time is going to get it. If that's alright with you, then you can come along. Yes, yes, I shall join you with pleasure. And my other bat friend will help too, Master. Wait for me! In the Japan version, the dude actually... Yeah, that's what that's what they were just saying in chat here. Awkward monkey side glance. Wait, I'm coming too! Alright, we've got a couple friends. We made some friends. with cool glasses. Take me too. This game cute. That attack force has become your ally. They will help you anytime you want. Okay, but I still. Aw, how cute is she? Hello, Kid Dracula. If you are in trouble, these can help you. You'll need 2 coins to try for more coins. What? You'll need at least 10 coins to try for another Kid Dracula. I'm actually just gonna, just in case I mess something up at some point. What is your wish? I want to try for lives. Oh no, it's a 1 in 4 chance? The crystal ball knows your future. Choose 1 crystal ball and stare into it. When you are ready, press the A button. Wait, what? What do you mean? I have no control over this. What is happening? Wait, I don't know what's happening. I don't know, I'm just gonna pick one. So, what would you like to play? I don't know. This one. Your wish is sure to come true by playing Grab Bat. Good luck. What is Grab Bat? I don't know what this is. Wave a net in the air. What? To catch as many bats as you can. For every 5 you capture, you get a 1-up, 2-up, and 4-up. Are you ready, Kid Dracula? Oh no. Okay. Ha! Wait, how? This is the worst game of Whack-A-Mole I've ever played. You're too high up. How did I do? Good job. You got 7 up. Yo, we can drink now. Let's go. We got soda. Way to go, Kid Dracula. I'm so good at that game. What would I like this time? Should we try for more coins, just for fun? Yo, what's up, Caddy? Got a lurk for now, no worries. Thank you for the lurk. Heads down, thumbs up. Good luck with the spooky game. Did you make it this color? Yeah, I just changed the palette to my like Halloween palette. Now play Cool Spot. I love Cool Spot. Also had that for the Game Boy when I was growing up. Let's try for more coins. Let's just see what happens. Get additional coins by guessing the correct number. What do you mean? 2 coins per play. Give it a try. What is guess the correct? Oh, I see. It's just gonna be like a roulette type John. Is there probability here? Just go with 4. I don't know. What does this mean? Oh no. How do I retract? I see. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 4s on the board. 4 2s on the board. 3 6s and 3 8s and a star. And a 0. Alright. These minigames are pure Bugs Bunny birthday blow. That I've never played. Alright, here we go. Wish me luck. 4! No! 4! No! 4! No! So close. Wait, what is happening over here? Go away. Well, let's not gamble, children. What would I like? I would like none. This is such a, look at that witch. She's so cute. I love that little character. All right. Where do I go? How do I move? Hello? What have I done? Have I progressed to the next? Oh, I have. This is literally Super Mario Land 2. I can't. I'm in danger. There we go. Alright, so these are coins, huh? Ooh, look, an owl. Why would I want to hurt an owl? I'm gonna die, aren't I? Free health. To become a bat. Bat. Now how do I actually become? This is so confusing. Okay, there we go. So now normal. Alright, this is worse than Mega Man grabbing ladders. Why are they trying to hurt me? I'm afraid. I don't know if that hurts or not. I'm assuming it does. It's like Kirby's Dream Land mixed with Super Mario Land 2. I've played too many Game Boy games in my lifetime. Kirby's Mega Man Land 2. Oh, look at these cuties. Oh, you have to... I see. I see you in there. What do you mean? No, you're gonna kill me. Oh, I got like a heart container there. I didn't even realize. What? Oh my gosh. The owl just rides it? No! What happens? I'm so confused! Yo, Gecko, thank you for the good luck. Hope you're doing well today. Do I have to kill the owl before it... Alright, I'm quite confused by this. Everything hurts you. This is, What's up, Moda? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. This is quite tough. What do you mean? I cannot. There's too many things going on here. Holy. Did we figure it out? Did I win? Holy. Okay. Yeah, welcome back, Mushroom. Oh no! Super Mario 2! It's Bubble Man! Uh-oh. Oh, it's a fish! What a gamer. Alright, are the orange ones the ones that fall, or the green ones the ones that fall? Orange, okay, noted. That's kind of rude. You're not fooling me. Is that rock gonna stop me? Ah! Uh-oh. Run, 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 run. I mean, I guess running is subjective at this point. This is crazy. What do you do? Good thing I got 7 1-ups earlier. What? Alright, this part's tough. If I just... Oh my god. That was a horrible idea. Oh! Alright, how many times am I gonna have to go through this? Fish plus... Yeah, that's a bit tough. Seems like it's a rhythm thing. Are you joking? Can you shoot the fish? Yeah, you can, but like, I don't know when they're gonna pop out, which is kind of the problem. Like, I don't know, if I jump up to try to shoot the fish, the bridge falls. I can't jump straight up, I have to keep moving. And if I keep moving, then I get hit by the fish. So what is the solution? Are you kidding? I don't understand. Fish physics. Pallet's amazing, matched my layout. Thanks, man. I just estimated it, but I think it's pretty good. What is the best way to approach this? What is my bat attack thing? Do you think that would help me? Probably not. What if I turned into a bat and flew? If I skipped that, turned into a bat, and just flew as far as I could. That doesn't help. No, I'm still a bat, shoot. Thinking about playing Gargoyle's Quest. Have you played that one? I have not. I'm unfamiliar with that. It's a Game Boy game? I might have to check that out. I can't... What the heck were you playing last night? Was it last night? I think it was last night. I was watching you. Okay, first one I can go underneath. Second one I need to, like... What? How do you do... It's almost like I'm not fast enough. Oh, Wizards and Warriors, that's right. Yes. I have never seen that before. Alright, this is crazy. I have no idea how to do this section. Not that I'm aware of. This seems to be top speed. There's not too many controls on the Game Boy, so I feel like I'm not really missing anything. It's fun, pretty chill, as you have unlimited continues, and you restart immediately from where you die. Keep all your items and power-ups, which is, yeah, super, super helpful. Especially for a pleb like me. Alright, what is the best way to do this? I have no idea. The bridge... continues to fall. If I don't touch the bridge at all and I turn into a bat. Then I fall. Then I run. I'm so close! I don't know what to do. I don't know what the answer to this is. Oh, still a bat. I don't even know how to avoid that one. Oh gosh, I don't know what to do. Got him. Got him. Oh my god, I did it on my last life. No! Are you kidding? No. There was not even a fish there. Oh no. What happens if I continue? Do I just start back at? Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna try and not use my save states. I'm making them more as like a safety precaution than anything. I think I can do this. Goodness me. Alright, heart container. Need to become a bat. Excuse you? I disagree. At least I know what happens now. What? Game is brutal. Leave me alone. Yeah, the music's pretty cute. I like it. Go away, owl. Alright, let's see if we can do this section without dying. Gamer. Let's go, first try. I was gonna say, I thought I had this game. Oh, I thought this game had a rep of being kind of hard despite the chibi nature of the graphics. It is not the easiest, as you can see. Alright, let's do this. We can do this. I believe in me. That makes one of us. Where are you coming from? It's too much. It's too much! Physics are, you know, not the greatest. Very, kind of slow. Yo, what's up, Mega? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. No, I can't keep up. I can't keep up. Not again. If you want a card of this, it's only $200. That's what Mega was telling me. It's like one of the most prized Game Boy games. What's up, Panny? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. New version of Mega Man 2. Yeah, not as good as a version. Guys. This is not good. What do you mean? This is so hard. What's up, Tom? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. About to leave in a bit to get some surgery done. Oh man, good luck, Panny. Hope it goes well. Randomly came across Spud's Adventure on Game Boy and sold it for $150. Almost gave it away for free first. Oh wow. If you want a complete copy, it's insane. Grab the ladder. You're worse than Mega Man. Just grab the ladder. I hope you're doing well today, Tom. Oh yeah, I need to be bat. Ladder. This game looks batty. It's something. I can get to a certain point pretty easily, and then the rest of it becomes a bit of a mess. Yo, Paul. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the lurk. I might actually just... I mean, we're on our third, like, game over here after losing... How many lives? I might actually just use a save state for this bridge portion. Alright. I'm gonna cheat. I want to make progress. I don't want to be in the same spot all day long. I did complete this once. Oh man, I don't know. I don't even know how I did it the first time. You have to have, like, really good timing. First one I can walk under, right? I think I only gotta worry about the next couple. We did it! Alright. That's one down. Now let's see what happens here. That's all I had to do? Oh no! I mean, I have this to take care of, obviously, but for anybody who was watching, I basically made it that far, but I fell down the hole for, like, no reason. Alright, where does it start me? Okay. That's fine. Definitely not Jason, right? When is he? What? Surely that's not the end of it. What? What in the name of America? Oh my goodness. Jason Voorhees. It's everyone's favorite Halloween bad guy, Jackson from Friday the Sweet 16th. Alright, let's figure this out. That part's not bad. This part's not so easy. What? What? Alright, dodge. This is crazy. This is actually, like, really difficult. Oh, game over? I think you mean start back at the beginning of Jason. I mean Jackson. Definitely Jackson. He's cheating. I'm like trapped. I couldn't do anything. That's not good. I'm already down to 1 health. The hitbox, man! Alright, that's the best we've done. We can do this. I believe in me. My foot! Taking a hit early is, like, super bad. Because I need, like, all the health I can have for this phase here. Where do I need to stand? It's so bad! Alright, we made it past another phase at least, but I'm about to die. Yo, what's up, J-Dub? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well today. Did I do it? Let's go! Pog! You remember the magic? Homing attack. Let's go! What would you like? Well, I don't have enough to get lives. How's everybody doing, guys? I think it's a rocket launcher. If I recall correctly, the minigames in between stage, you can get rather a lot of extra lives to avoid game overs. I already got, like, the max amount and then game overed a bunch. But I actually did get the max amount in one try. Still sleepy after food. Still sleepy after gaming. Alright, chat, choose a number. 2, 4, 6, or 8. 8, 6. For the same amount on 6 and the same amount on 8. Does that net me? Do I get 8 coins if it lands on 8 and 6? So I would net a possible positive of 2 to 4. Let's try. Come on, 8. 8. 8! Pog! No! Oh, man. Alright, I'm putting it all on 4. Let it ride. 4! You've got to be kidding. I'm 1 off every time. You do not have enough coins. Get some more and come back again. Alright, well, good talking to you. Do I just enter? How do you enter? There we go. I don't even know what I did last time. Alright, let's put a save state at the beginning of the stage, but let's try not to use it. Oh, how cute! She's like, from Kirby. Do I jump on these guys? Alright, we got a coin. Let's gamble it away immediately. The artwork and the characters are super cute. Game is crazy kawaii, right? Thanks to Mega. I did say it earlier when you weren't here, Mega, but thank you, Mega, for the recommendation. Everybody loves a train level. The rocket turtle. No, 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 no! Okay, evidently we have to duck. Yeah, I love Game Boy games so much, so this is fantastic. And Wookie just recommended one too that we might. Okay, it's not duck, it's obviously jump or kill. What was the one? What did Wookie suggest? I've already forgotten what it was called. I might need you to slide into my DMs, Wookie, if you're still here. Just so I can remember it. Disagree. I actually disagree with that. Oh, let's go for a train ride. Goodness gracious, okay. Oh, here we go, it's Sonic. Whee! Did I just say ducking, just in case? What are you? Oh my god, it's actually Mega Man 2! Easy. How long is this? Uh-oh. A UFO? I love this game. It's so cute. Has everything I like in it. What? Excellent. Is anybody able to scroll back in chat and see what game Wookie had suggested for me? Or, well, not suggested for me, but he thought he was thinking about playing. Got a Wookie. What a gamer. Wizards and Warriors. Can you send that to me in my DMs, Mega? So I don't forget it. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. I think Wizards and Warriors is what he played last night. That's right. Yeah, you're right. I think it's something Gargoyle. Did I win? Oh my god, how long is this roller coaster? I'm dead! Gargoyle's Quest, thank you. Send that into my DMs. Please. Oh! What a gamer. Oh! What a gamer. Ah! What a gamer. What a gamer. Oh no! Not a gamer. Pushy turtles, they are pushy, huh? Ooh, I didn't make a save state. That's okay. This is not too bad. I think I can get through this. Get our gambling currency. The witch is so cute. That's such a scam! Now I've got fewer... Nothing? I didn't do anything. I didn't cheat. I mean, really nothing changed. Man. I barely made that jump. Oh, what the heck? Alright, we'll try again. I'm gonna put my save state there even with 0 lives. Oh yeah, I forgot about the turtles. That's alright. Whoa, you have to transfer at a weird time there. Mushroom, thank you for the big stretch on the water break. We'll do that in just a moment here. To like wait for it to fall off, I think. There we go. Gaming! Alright. Chicken! Oh man, this is fast. This is really fast. Yeah, I know, game over, but not really though. Alright, let me take a big stretch. Thank you, Mushroom. Alright, getting the rhythm of this is gonna be difficult. Man, this is one tough chicken. Jeez, this is actually like seriously tough. Goodness me. They just come right for you. You almost can't avoid it. Look at this. I'm almost dead. Oh my god, this is really tough. Ooh, fried chicken. What do you mean? Oh, how did I get hit by that? I win, please. Yay! That was actually a really tough boss fight. I actually missed what it said. What the heck did that say? I remembered how to walk upside down. Okay. Alright, I owe you a water break. game has a really cute concept parodying itself. When am I gonna speedrun this game? Maybe we'll watch a speedrun. If I complete the game, if I beat the game, maybe we can watch a speedrun after. Alright, I guess we have to gamble for coins again. So does that mean if you put 2 down on 2, you only break even? I'm a bit confused by this. I don't know. I'll just put it all down on 4 again and hope for the best. Oh, never mind. I'll put it all down on 4 and hope for the best. The most traumatic games from your childhood are the ones you remember. 0. Great. Hang on, is there a way to beat that? I don't know. Alright, well, it is what it is. Gosh. Yo, welcome in, Lex. Hope you're doing well today. Good to see you. Happy Friday. Great, I'm getting destroyed in the beginning of a level here. This is crazy. Holy. I'm almost dead already and we just started. I'm dead. Doing well, I'm glad to hear. Alright, that was a game over, that's fine. Oh, I think my input got dropped there. Oh, what are you? Oh, I don't like that. Ah. What are you? Ah! I'm getting killed. Goodness. That's not good. Ooh, okay. So I think we have to... Oh, I can walk upside down too, right? Okay. How do I unwalk upside down? Hang on, let me... Can't cancel it? Oh. Hang on. Okay, I can cancel it. I can also just get crushed and die. So that's cool. Oh, there we go. Was easy. Why didn't he die the first time I shot him? Alright, upside down. I can't switch out of my... Man, that's a little bit rough. Can I just farm coins here? I can also just die. Small meeting coming up. Be back later. Good luck with your meeting. Hope it goes well. I can't switch quickly enough. Oh my god. Please. No! Alright, we made it to a new room. That straight up looks like a Mega Man enemy. Wait, I don't have enough time to switch. How do you kill this thing? Only when it's charging, I guess. Great. Oh. No. No! Alright, this is gonna be tough. I think I'm gonna die here. No, go away. Why do you keep respawning? Okay, wow. Gamer. There's a, part container there. Shoot. Oh, I win. I defeated him. come a long way. And it's I'm screwed. Alright, let's just try to run through the level. Aw, man. I need that heart container. I need to keep my lives. Alright, not bad. Now that I know what I'm doing, it's not too bad. This part's gonna kind of stink though. Oh. I mean, pause. I can just wait this guy out. Awesome. Almost flawless there. Now comes the fun part. Just put the save state there in case I need it. Sometimes he doesn't shoot, which is a bit annoying. If I can do this. Can you hit? Gotta find the right pattern. have to fight the hat now? No. Oh no, what are you? What is this? A giant robot? Oh, this is no good. Well then. Just kidding. No idea what to do about Mr. Giant Robot. What the heck do you think I have to do? I try to get behind him? Oh. I can shoot him in the head. Alright. Oh, I was on the wrong weapon. Oh no! I'm gonna die. I'm gonna take a death. This is not gonna go well. Oh man. Getting wrecked immediately. That was like the worst fight I've had yet. Hey Nikola, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. No, it's okay. I didn't want to hit the boss or anything. I just wanted to stand underneath and shoot aimlessly. Okay, almost on vacation. Very nice. Are you doing anything fun for vacation? I'm hanging in there, thank you. What? Why did he shoot a laser beam this time? Dude, this is so tough. Going to Iceland, nice. This is fantastic. I hope you have a great time. I'm jealous. Alright, that phase I got through without damage. Can I do this phase? Sure, Mushroom. What a gamer! Remember the bomb. You can. Now break down walls. Let's go. Awesome. Kid Dracula! You are doing well to get this far without being harmed. I have bad news for you. A message from the castle has arrived. Master, you seem well, and much stronger too. But you've still got a long way to go. From here on in, use the Bat Umbrella. Loved by your father, I've taken good care of it in your absence, so it may be of some use to you. Just given it to Bat, so it should reach you any minute. Okay, great. Fantastic. I have a Bat Umbrella now. The Bat Umbrella you have gotten protects you from enemy bullets. Okay. This is a very important umbrella for an account. Take care not to lose it. So long, Master. I shall await your safe Oh no! How useful? Yeah, let's see if I remember to actually use it. Oh, look at this cute guy. Cute little monster guy. Long time no see, kid. Dracula. Last time you defeated me. Last time you defeated me, but it won't be so easy this time. You will understand true fear when you meet Garamoth. You'll always just be a child. Ha 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 ha. Okay. I like the little bat TV. Alright. Let me use the bathroom real quick, and then, let's gamble. Alright. Let's continue. Nicola, thank you for the lurk. Try to gamble some of our coins. I'm just gonna pick randomly again, honestly. I don't know the games, so let's see. C. Your wish is sure to come true by playing RPS. Oh good. Good luck. What is RPS? Oh, rock, paper, scissors. This is RNG. Paper covers rock, rock smashes scissors, scissors cuts paper. Choose with the D-pad and start with the A button. If you win, you can attack with A or B. If you lose, defend with down or left. Game is over when you win 5 times or lose twice. Oh, good. That seems fair. You get 1 up for every time you win. Don't jump the gun, kid. Dracula. I always... I hate how they... Alright, well, okay, so I'm choosing... Gotta go with rock, right? Oh, I'm supposed to attack when I... Oh, I see. Oh, okay. How do I attack? Oh, yeah, A or B. Okay. Okay, so he did scissors. I'm gonna go with paper. This is really hard. Alright, he did scissors twice. Surely he won't go scissors again, right? He'll go to rock, which means I'm staying with paper. I hate this. This is so hard. Oh, good try. Next time, do better, Good Dracula. Well, that didn't go very well. Alright, well, continue on here. That jump didn't seem too fair. No, that's fine. That jump is very difficult. There we go. What is this? Oh, the lag! You add enemies into the mix. A ton of lag. This is... The lag is killing me here. Music's good. Save it there. You have to play this, like, perfectly. Speedrun of this would be very difficult, I feel like. You'd have to practice quite a lot to get good at this one. Oh, I didn't see you there. No, don't fall. This is so hard. Jump. Oh, this is gonna take quite a few tries. These jumps are crazy, man. The furthest I've gotten. Did I win? I'm saving. What are you? Hit. Oh no. Holy. Good thing I saved there. Alright, a bit confusing, but I think I might understand it. No. Why do I keep hitting right? Or left. Direction. Either direction. Stop! No, I was so close. How many hits does this guy take? Of course, there's a second phase. Oh man, alright. Gotta not take damage. What? This stage is so hard. Between the elevator, I can't imagine doing this in one shot. Why isn't it shooting? What? No. What happened there? Give me a break. Welcome back, Mushroom. Oh, what happened there? Shoot. Yo, what's up, Sabonis? You're doing well, good to see you. What? Come on. Stop doing that. No, I'm on this side. Shoot. I don't know how you're... What? Oh my god, this is so ridiculous. Alright, I'm putting a save state there because I've done this enough freaking times already. I have no idea, Sabonis. I've never played or seen this before. I don't think it's the final battle. No, I don't think so. I'm like 90% sure it's not. No. What? I hit him. Oh, this is crazy. Oh, this is gonna take forever. What's up, Future? Hope you're doing well. See you. Oh, there we go. Oh no. Oh. Did I win? Did I finally do it? Holy. Oh, man. That stunk. Welcome back, Mega. Alright, let's go for lives. Need lives. Certainly, if I get rock, paper, scissors again, I'm not playing it because that was almost impossible. Oh, grab bat. We got grab bat. Didn't we do that before? I was good at this one. No, it's okay. I don't want to catch anything. Wow. I was so much better at that the last time, or maybe I just got good RNG. Let's try for more lives. No, if that's rock, paper, scissors, no. No, that's like seriously almost impossible. Oh, I picked it again. I'll try a new one. Stick him. How do I play stick him? You must place your swords into the holes and hope the skull does not pop off. If you are able to put in 4 before it pops off, you get a 1-up. 7 swords in, 2-up. 9, you get a 4. What? Is this just RNG? Did I win? How do you know? This is just RNG, isn't it? Where do you guys think his skull's gonna pop off? Perfect game? We're gonna get a perfect game here? First try? What a gamer! I got a 9-up. Holy! Are you kidding? Stick'em game is popular in Japan, except it's a little plastic barrel and a pirate, not a skeleton. Oh, that's cool. What's up, Chainsaw Bear? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Well, that was awesome. Perfect game on the first try. Alright. Ooh. Are we going to Wily's castle? I shot you, but that's alright, I guess. Okay, so... It didn't... Great. It didn't, like, take my command. This particular song sounds like a remix of, like, the only Castlevania song that I know. What? Oh my god. Brilliant. Fun fact, the arching flame effect is straight up from Life Force, a Konami shmup. Oh, the game's pretty fun. It's just really hard. Am I still on upside down? Shmup equals shoot 'em up. Spaceship pew pew pew. Gotcha. That hitbox is really not good. Oh, it doesn't... It's not like taking my charge up to say that I'm going upside down. What? Why doesn't it take... I don't understand. Like, sometimes it just decides, like, ah, no, I don't want to put you upside down. Tried so hard to avoid that stupid thing. Will it take it this time? I'm charged up. Why doesn't it take it? It literally will not. I mean, I can jump across, sure, but, like, I was trying to... I don't understand why it won't. Alright. Welcome back, Mushroom. How did I switch to Umbrella? Didn't even hit anything. Oh, did it give me Umbrella on purpose? Is this lava? Bye. Hmm. You can only, like, block one, though. Oh, you can. Okay, I didn't notice that. Gotcha. Good call, Moda. Uh-oh. Oh, hi. Oh, that was fast. What? Where are you going? What? How do you hit him? Oh no, this is gonna be very hard. I like the music though. Oh, this is so confusing. Music sounds so familiar. It's very good. Music has been great. Got nothing. It's always the same pattern. Maybe I can figure out the pattern. Just thinking that the music sounds so familiar, but I've not seen this game played. Yeah, me neither. How? How? Oh my gosh. Shoot! Oh boy. Oh no. Did we do it? Hooray! I only wasted all my lives. I'll try to win them back. We haven't done jump and pop yet. I wonder if we can select that. Get fireballed line, dude. I guess those are 5Ls. I have no idea. Not rock, paper, scissors. Alright, I think it was on the end there. I should have saved after. Switch in the water break. Alright, save. I think this is one we haven't played, so let's try it out.
Jump and pop.
Oh no, it's Quint! Jump with A or B in order to pop the balloons. Timing the release of the button will help you jump higher, Kid Dracula. What do you mean lose? What do you mean lose? What does that mean? Why lose? Well, this... This doesn't seem like a lot of fun. Okay, nothing happened. I'm curious about that, because I don't really understand what's happening. Oh, now all of a sudden there's a bunch of these below. It seemed like I got really good RNG last time, where there wasn't a single red balloon at the bottom. You can't even reach those. Look at all that, what? Alright, I'll take it. I think I got, like, the worst possible RNG. Alright. Wario Land? Oh wait, I forgot I could, like, break down walls now. What do I use for that? Bomb. Okay. I guess you can only break down some walls. What's up, Shadow? You're doing well, good to see you. Thanks for the good luck. What are you? You're just straight out of Mega Man. Great. Wait, can I go back? I can't. This feels dangerous. This is not ideal. I'm dead. I'm dead. I can't do anything. I'm dead. What? What is happening? I'm getting worse and worse. Are you kidding? Bro. Let me up. Let me up. I don't know how you're supposed to... Oh, I guess I could take this gap. I can't. This is crazy. The fact that you have to, like, charge it up. Good, I'm dead again. Why wouldn't I be? Can finally chat normally, no worries. Oh my lord. Oh my god, please let me out of here. Mushroom, thank you so much for the 250. Do Pokemon pack for you.
Want to pog crazy.
I'm not. That's so ridiculous. I've lost so many lives over the dumbest stuff. Oh my god, I keep doing the same thing. I know he's here. I don't know how to avoid those guys. Oh, tickle. Come on, dude. Alright, that's why I put a save there, because this part is crazy. Can't manage to. Oh my god. This is wild. If to charge this stupid bomb up, and then I have to release it at like the exact right time. No, disagreed. I don't know, like, when it's gonna start moving again. Oh, okay. Finish the room. That was a really tough one. With all the bombing stuff. Okay. This is gonna be a tough one. This bomb weapon is not the most, like, intuitive, easy to use thing. Oh. Ladder fight? Hey, how come he doesn't fall off the ladder? Did I win? Holy, that was fun. I actually like that boss. I wish the bomb weapon was a bit more intuitive and easier to use, but that boss was kind of creative. I liked it. I'm fine playing anything but rock, paper, scissors because that was nearly impossible. Sometimes it just doesn't catch. Why doesn't it, like, I went right into that one. It was like, nah. And that one. And that one. Alright, 3 is good. Hello? What? That's how the level starts? It just... You just die. Do I have to follow this guy? I can't even hit those spikes. That's not fair. I have to make, like, blind jumps here? What do you mean? I thought I had to keep going down. I guess I have to do blind jumps like the spikes. There's like no other way. Okay.
Go this way. If you go too fast, you die. If you don't go fast enough, you die. If you run into the spikes, you die. If you touch one of the enemies, you die. Like this one, I have no choice. I can only go towards the spikes. How come it didn't do this last time? Why did it, like, stop last time? Oh good, I'm dead again! Like, some of these, you're screwed. Are we stopped? Can I progress now? With my one single heart? Made it through the room. Ah, I see. Okay. Alright, we'll try it again. I have a hair on me that won't come off. Alright, save here. I really don't like the ones that, like, you're forced into the spikes. Feels cheap. Now I'm forced into the enemies. Like, I can't jump up when the screen is falling. Alright. Save here. Don't know what else we have going on here. What? What? Why? Why am I dying? So hard. There's spikes there, right? Yeah, what? What am I meant to do? I can't fall back down. I have to go into the spikes. It forces you again. And I have no heart, so I die. This is horrible. have to like memorize the exact pattern that you have to do. They'll time everything perfectly. Like, what is this? I guess I could. No, I can't. It doesn't let me go upside down. Turn into a bat, maybe. Not there. I'm so close to another heart. Oh. Saving. I don't care. I don't care how many lives I lost doing this. How do I get out of here? Oh, what am I thinking? Our container, let's go! Alright, whatever. That is tough. It was very tough. Oh, I'm still on that. Shoot. Love the blinking lights on the bottom. Oh, the, yeah, I see the little orange, green. I hope there's a health refill before. Oh gosh. We're fighting the boss. Otherwise, I'm in danger. This is the boss, isn't it? I need to get through that whole section without losing any health. No, it wasn't the boss though. Oh boy. I'm saving there, and then we'll see how this goes. Well, how do I avoid that? How do you avoid this? Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness for that. Okay. What are you? I just lost, like, all my health there. Are you kidding? Oh, I'm dead. Neat. Another one of these things where it's like super timed. It's gonna take a few tries. It's like one of those things that you have to do exactly perfect, otherwise you can't win. Absolutely crazy. Did they just kill them? So I just have to jump over the fireballs? It looks like they might just be dying by themselves. They are. But it's why, like, I have to jump over the fireball, but I can't. The thing is too fast. What do I do here? I don't understand this, like, genuinely. Like those, it's too fast. I can't move forward. What do I do? I cannot figure this out. Like, I don't know what you're meant to do here. Even if I turn into a bat, the thing keeps going. I don't know what to do. How do I progress? I don't understand this. I can't run. I can't go faster. Nothing helps. I don't know what to do here. It genuinely feels impossible. I don't understand this. Like if I stop to shoot, takes time, so I can't do that. I have to keep moving. Can't not jump because I get hit. What the I don't get this. If I transform into a bat, it takes time, and then I end up getting crushed by the thing. Like, I don't know if I tried it here. Like, I tried it super early there, and if I do it, if I start as a bat, I'm gonna run out of time, and it seems about the same speed anyway. I don't get this. I don't have any... Wait, can I? Hang on. This is the only thing I haven't tried yet. Oh, let's go. It was the umbrella. Oh, man. Okay. Oof. You again, tiny one? This time you'll feel the power of King Garamoth. Wait, is this the end? Ruler of space. I'm gonna save there since. Oh my god. Oh no. This is just Kirby. How do I kill you? That wasn't working before. Alright. It's just, it really isn't actually working. It's not just like my imagination. Oh, does his like mouth need to be open? It was very difficult to escape his attacks. Alright. Yeah, it just bounces right off him. Oh, I jumped too high. Alright, I think I figured out the pattern at least. Oh. Oh, come on. Jump right into it. Shoot! It doesn't shoot! Oh no. Alright. Thanks for the lurk. Alright, now I know what I'm doing. We got this. Maybe not. Oh, come on. That's unfair. That's also unfair. What the heck? And so is that. I'm getting screwed here. Oh, man. I don't know what to do in that situation. You gonna... There you go. Early. What? What? Oh my god, I'm dead. Got through that whole thing and now immediately I don't even know what to do in this phase because I got killed instantly. Forgot to move. No. What? Well, I'm screwed. I have no idea what this phase is gonna be. I need to get through the first phase without taking, like, any damage. Can't escape some of them quick enough. Yeah, that all seems avoidable. I have zero idea about that second phase. I really need to get in without taking any damage. Almost there. Alright, saved. Now I can at least try to figure this phase out. Doesn't seem to be going well. Okay. What can I use? My bomb? No idea how to damage him at all. Oh wait, maybe it's just that. But then you have to... Okay, I think I see. You have to get the big one. No, I couldn't even get that. What do you do? No idea. I have no idea how to damage you. You're invincible, and all you do is run into me. This is not a fair fight. What do I do? There we go. I got one. Does it have to be a bomb, or do I just have to shoot exactly right? How do you avoid the rest of them? I don't know how to avoid the shots. Looks like it has to be bomb. But I don't know how to avoid him jumping at me. Like, I can't not take a hit. What? Literally no idea how to not take a hit on this fight. Unless I have to immediately switch bomb to bat and then switch back. Like, how am I meant to if that's the case, how do I switch back quickly enough so that I can bomb him? This feels impossible. Here we go. Did I get it? Did I finally figure it out? No, since when do you do 4? Since when do you do 5? That wasn't in the script. Holy. Please let that be the, Oh my gosh. Kid Dracula has bravely conquered King Agaramoth. Piece of cake. No, it wasn't. Let's go home. Oh my goodness me. Oh, that was a tough game. Thanks for the GG. Thanks, William. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I mean, I use a lot of save states. Thanks, Gecko. Mega. That was a genuinely tough game. I wonder if I can beat it without save states now that I know what is happening. Yeah, I saw that you said that Famicom version was harder, so that's why I opted for the Game Boy game. But that was still a challenge. That was a genuine challenge. Like, without save states, that would be tough. There's the one level where you're like in an elevator going onto platforms. That was really difficult because if you make one wrong move, you're dead. There was another level similar to that where you're going down a bunch of platforms if you make one wrong move. There was the spike level where you have to go into the arrows and float up. I can't imagine one-shotting that. Great color scheme, thanks, man. That is a tough game. I don't know. That would be tough to one-shot. Like go from beginning to end without save states. I tried to use them as little as possible, but it got to a point where I wasn't gonna get through the game unless we did. Great pick. I think so too. It's super cute. I love the artwork and everything. The music was great. But boy, that was tough. There's probably way better ways to do it. Master, I told you to be careful with your father's umbrella. We're gonna have to watch a speedrun together. At least I brought it back. The worst is yet to come. Hehehe. Boy. The end. We did it! I beat it! With a lot of help. GG's. Thank you, Mega, for the suggestion. I did find that to be a fun game overall. It was just sometimes very confusing and sometimes quite difficult. But I would recommend you guys try it out. I did really enjoy like the artwork and the music and everything. I'm gonna have to look at the Famicom game. I'm interested to see what that's like. But that's it for this. Thanks for the GGs. I guess that's it for the game, which would probably be the end of whatever I'm highlighting. So if you're watching this later, thanks for watching, and bye.
But if you're watching this now, live, it's not the end of the stream. All right. Enjoy. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, or night, whatever time it is, wherever you may be. I hope you enjoyed Casual Friday. Again, it's been a while, and I'll be back hopefully next Friday with another, Halloween-ish theme game. And I'll see you guys next week, just for the usual. So everybody take care, have a great weekend, happy Thanksgiving to those of you in Canada, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care, bye! Thanks for watching.